Welcome to Beginner's Hero Guide, and today we will look at melee fighter Chou. If you're new to Chou, then I recommend you to select the closest target in aiming setting. Now that you have selected the closest target, let's start the quick guide. Starting with his passive.
He has to start somewhere.
This is his passive, and whenever he moves it gains stack. When his stack reaches 100, he will deal extra damage and also slows the enemy.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
This is the comparison between stack and non-stack basic attack.
Knowing is not enough. We must apply.
As you can see, the damage between stack and non-stack basic attack are different.
That's the worst.
Now that you know what his passive is, let's move to his skills. His first skill can be used 3 times continuously. The first 2 attacks deal damage to the enemy, while his third attack knocks nearby enemies into the air. When you successfully hit an enemy 3rd time with his first skill knocking the enemy into air, he will also reset the cooldown of his second skill during the process.
But in order. Apply.
Now let's talk about his second skill. His second skill dashes Chou towards the designated area. His second skill also provides physical penetration to Chou, which deals extra damage.
The man who can beat me has...
His second skill is very useful in a battle. His second skill is very useful in a battle.
In the world of Kung Fu.
His second skill can be used to gain immune to any crowd control effect, making him a high mobility hero in a battle.
The man who can beat me. The man who can beat. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Now his ultimate. Chou casts a roundhouse kick to knock back the target, dealing damage, and tap the ulti again within 2 seconds. Chou will chase and attack the enemy in the air, dealing more damage. Now that you know about the passive and skill of Chou, let's talk about his combo.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Let's start from Flicker combo. This combo is one of the hardest one to perform, since you have to be really fast using ultimate and then flicker. To try this combo, I recommend you to keep distance from target and then tap on ultimate when you're in a distance. After that, keep your finger on a flicker so that you can perform this combo successfully. As you can see, you have to be really fast while using this combo. Now look at this slow motion to understand better. As you can see, I used the ultimate before using flicker from a distance. Chou will move towards the target to use ultimate, and that is the exact moment when you will put your finger on a flicker and then release. You can also use this combo with your first skill. As you can see, I used the first skill to knock the target in the air and then used ultimate plus flicker. Now his next combo, where you will throw the enemy out of the safe spot. Now the last combo. In this combo, you will try to kill the enemy and not let them escape. Here you can see that I used the first skill 2 times and then saved the last one to use after the ultimate skill, which will knock them again.
Boxing is not a way to hurt somebody, but in order.
An ally has slain.
The man who can beat me has not been born yet.
Monster.
Now let's talk about his spell, most used Emblem Set, and the build widely used for Chou. For the spell, I highly recommend you to use Flicker. And for the Emblem Set, Assassin Emblem is highly recommended. This set will provide you with movement speed, physical penetration, and also provide you with a small amount of health when you kill an enemy. And here is the build mostly used in Chou. Remember that these 3 are the most essential equipment. Blade of the Heptasius for physical penetration, Blade of Despair for the damage, and Endless Battle for true damage.
He has not been born yet.
Don't forget to practice with the hero before using with other players. And that's all for today, and see you next week. Also, don't forget to drop a comment for any queries, and I will try to answer being as useful as I can.